Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Persona 5. On the last episode, we broke some hearts and we hung out with Yusuke and some other people, but Yusuke is the one that I remembered. So in this episode, we're going to start off by going to Big Bang Burger once again, because we've got a few more things that we need to do in order to increase our guts, and so we're going to be here quite a few times today, actually. In this episode, that is. So I will take the challenge over and over until my guts get maxed out. I also love that some people have been pointing out to me, you know, every time you do Yusuke Confidant, you get more and more, you show your more and more affection for him.
Thank you very much.
And my answer to that is, don't you get more affectionate every time you see Yusuke? I mean, you get more affectionate every time you see Yusuke. I mean, look at him. He's a pretty suave dude. Not so suave while eating a giant burger, but pretty suave in general. Alright, give me my 10 burgers. Give me my points in guts, and we should be good. God, it is amazing that I don't have health problems, considering the amount of burgers I eat at this place. It isn't even a problem that I constantly come back to Big Bang Burger like every day. It's more that when I do show up, I eat like a one-story tall burger. Obviously, that's a bit of an exaggeration, but still, I can't even imagine trying to eat a burger that big and finishing it in one sitting. I don't think my stomach would allow it. How we were able to grab a seat. Why don't we read something until we get there? Sure thing. Today, I think we're going to read some more Reckless Casanova. A woman's heart is deep and ever-changing, like the colors of the autumn sky. Would the tactics of the Casanova in this book still work today? I wonder. Don't worry, Morgana, give the internet like 6 months and they'll tell you to change your methods. Okay, we need to read it one more time and then we'll be done with it.
Class is starting.
Oh, I know this angle. We might be able to finish our book today, in fact. Mr. Ishimaru, please come to the faculty office at once. Oh, jeez, I wonder why she keeps on calling me there. You think I would be able to tell who is the teacher doing that, considering I know the voices of most of the teachers, but...
What do you want to do?
Somehow, she gets away with it. Maybe she's doing a voice. Like, she just does a random person's voice every time she uses the intercom. Interesting to think that, anyway. Anyway. Reckless Casanova. The first encounter is much like a fragile egg. You must incubate it with the heart of romance. Or the heat of romance. Yeah, I think I'm good, book. I've already got my girl. I was trying to think of something French, but well, but I couldn't think of anything. Well, it seems you are able to learn the nuances of sex appeal. I might be able to use this later on, though. I mean, I'm not getting any dirty thoughts. The teacher's back. God, they don't even know who called me out. Anyway, time to resume the lesson. Phew, that was close. Kawakami helped us get through a good chunk of free time, though. Finished another book from that store. Which means we'll actually go back there today. Anyway. Hey, why don't we try asking Futaba-chan to look into the culprit behind the psychotic breakdowns? That's a great idea. Why didn't I think of that? I suppose Futaba's ability to process information is truly world-class, after all. Damn, you're smart, Haru. I already tried. Did you find anything? I know so much now, it's hard to make heads or tails of it. Suspicious people appear, then they disappear. It's been that, over and over again. So they are manipulating information to keep anyone from reaching the truth. Well, there's one thing I know for sure. Whoever we're up against now is more dangerous than we could possibly imagine. Don't have to tell me that twice.
Hey,
15 days left. We don't really have time to relax, you know. Yeah, I get what you're saying, Morgana. But for now, we're going to go over to Jimbocho and pick up another book. There are so many books here, it's crazy. I feel overwhelmed and excited at the same time. Maybe you should start reading, Morgana. You always watch me reading, but I never see you reading.
What would you like?
Speaking of reading, speed reading. A book on the basics of speed reading increases your reading speed. Oh ho ho ho, hell yes. Thank you. Come again. No, thank you, sir. That would be very useful. Let's see, today we're going to be hanging out with Futaba. She should be in the regular spot. There you are, Futaba. You really like this alleyway, huh? I mean, you don't actually go inside to La Blonde, which is kind of weird. Is there something interesting around? Maybe she just likes people watching. Anyway.
welcome back.
Oh, you say. Welcome home. What do you want to do today? Let's hang out. And don't worry,
Really?
we'll be fine. Really? Yeah, I guess I can't complain too much since you're going to be hanging with me. Hey, are you free today? It'll be good. It's good to take a break every so often. Yes, it is. Let's hang out. Only one thing left on the promise list, being okay without you around. But before that, there's something I want to show you, Yusei. Come to my room. Well, this is a rare treat. This is one of the promise lists I made with Mom. See, everything on here is marked off as being done. But that's kind of wrong. There was one promise I lied about doing, one promise I never actually finished. It was get along with Kana-chan. Who's Kana-chan? This all started back when I was in elementary school. I used to get bullied pretty hard for how weird I was. The other kids always accused me of cheating because I get perfect scores on my tests. Then one time I turned in a test with nothing written down instead, but the school ended up yelling at my mom. My life at school was horrible. Sometimes during recess, I'd lock myself in the bathroom and cry. I didn't have a single friend. I was always alone. Can't say my secondary school days were too happy either. So, I get where you're coming from. But then, a girl named Kana transferred to my school. She was absent a lot at first, then she was there. The other kids bullied her, like they did to me. But one day, she'd said something to me. Good morning. She started saying it every day from then on. Well, that must have been a shock. Totally. I mean, literally nobody wanted to talk to me back then. To be honest, I completely ignored her the first few times. I thought the bullies had put her up to it. But without fail, she'd come over to me and say good morning. Then eventually I decided to say it back. It felt like my heart was going to shatter into a million pieces. But apparently she'd been saying it to me that whole time because she thought we could be friends. She was the first person who didn't mind how weird I was. I was so happy about making a friend that I told my mom. That's when she added something to my promise list. Get along with Kana-chan. But I couldn't do it. One particularly windy morning, Kana-chan dropped her diary and the pages flew everywhere. I didn't really mean to look, but I ended up seeing everything she had written down. And once I see something, I can't forget it. It was so horrible. She wrote about how her parents hid her, how they made her take pictures in weird clothes. Kana-chan's diary was full of stories like that. That's absolutely awful. Then, when I asked her about it, she got really defensive. I felt terrible, but she just kept yelling at me for reading it. God, that's an awful situation. I mean, for both of you. For her with her family life, and for you because you didn't know any better. You didn't have the right social skills, and that isn't your fault. Yeah, but I couldn't really tell her that. I just froze up. And then I ran. I ran and ran. I wanted her to stop yelling. I wanted to go back to how things were before. Kana-chan ended up moving away pretty soon after that. I haven't talked to her since. So, I lied to my mom. Even after Kana-chan left, I would tell her we were best friends. Every month she'd write that promise on my list, and every month I'd lie about it. I wish to apologize to Kana-chan somehow. I really want to say I'm sorry. Sorry for not helping her, though she was going through even worse stuff than I was. Sorry for reading her diary. Sorry for running away. I hate being such a coward. But I think I might be able to face my fears now that I'm a promise-settling phantom thief. Get along with Kana-chan. I'm gonna do it for real this time. Well, it's never too late. I didn't mean to tell you all that. Not even Sojiro knows. Oh, this is so embarrassing. You have to help me now, got it? Understood. This is another part of our deal. Damn it, Futaba, you're supposed to be depending on me less. Remember that last promise? Active support. Moral support may now charge or recover SP.
Alright.
You're an interesting girl, Futaba. We'll get through this together. Well, gonna get on that right now. Time to look up Kana-chan's dates. Oh, and sorry I wasn't too hospitable today. That'll have to wait for next time. Hey, understood. Now, make like a cheater and dash out of my room. Please don't dig up too much dirt on her. Now I'm just hoping that her parents didn't do anything weird with her. I did not want that thought in my head. Well, as I said, we're going to go back to the Big Bang Burger because we still need to increase our guts. In fact, I think potentially this is actually the last one we need. Let's see. Gonna take the challenge possibly one more time. And also it's evening for once, so I get the special deal. Sweet. Like I said, we're probably not gonna have too much problem with money. We're gonna have about 2 more places that we can get a crap ton of money, and I'll be able to use that to fuse a whole bunch of personas, which is mainly what I'm gonna spend the money on. Maybe also do some equipment stuff if I've got money left over, but personas are my top priority. Alright.
Please come again.
Got my 10 burgers, I'm good on HP recovery, and also I'm gonna give my friends probably constipation with the amount of burgers that I'm going to feed them. Damn it, still not there yet.
Wanna head back?
Ah, crap. Who is it tonight? Oh, Haru. There's going to be a festival in Asakusa tomorrow, and I'm thinking of attending. It seems they only hold it around this time of year. Would you care to join me? Asakusa. Do we even have Asakusa? I'm not sure if we do. Yeah, sure, I'll go. Thanks. Then I'll see you tomorrow. Good night. A festival, huh? I want to eat some takoyaki. I can't wait until tomorrow. Man, I hope Makoto doesn't see me. I mean, she seems the understanding type, so I'm not too worried, but she's in a bad place at the moment, and, you know, wouldn't want to make her feel worse. Oh, I remember this place. We came here with Shinya. I'm glad I could come here to return last year's Kumade. And thank you for helping me out, and sorry. It was fun. No need to apologize. Oh, I'm glad to hear. This festival was really bustling with people, huh? It's nice. Anyway, wasn't the... Okay. Someone will tell me, is that Kumade or is that Kumade? I'm just gonna go with Kumade. Is the Kumade heavy? Father always brought huge elaborate ones for good fortune. They even got reported on TV. We can't get a new one for this year though. I'm thinking of buying one for the Phantom Thieves instead. If we set that up like in the hideout, I feel like something good will happen. Man, my intuition was on point today. Oh yeah! Something drew me into this festival. Little did I know I'd run into the CEO's daughter tangled in a case. And with the Prince Boring I've seen so many times before, no less. What do you mean Prince Boring? I think this means we need an interview. I refuse. I refuse this interview of yours. I was just kidding. Even I have some sense of decency. Are you an acquaintance of his? What's this about an interview? I've interviewed him before. I would have thought a high-class lady like yourself would be out of his league. She's my friend. We get on just well, thank you very much. I see. Well, it seems like I'm intruding, so I'll get out of your way, Be wary of the mass media, especially when it comes to men. Okay. It's fine.
I see.
I sure hope so. Damn it, oh yeah. That was an interesting acquaintance. Yeah, she's an interesting woman. Ah, so she cooperated with you too. Maybe I should ask her to take a photo of us as a memento. Well, let's regroup and buy that Kumade. This Kumade is a bit different, but at least it's cute. Well then, please put this up in the hideout. Sure thing.
Thank you.
I'll do it as soon as I go home for the day. Yo, what up, Sojiro? That reminds me, the home shopping program is airing today. You want to check out the TV? I will talk to you in a second. First things first, let's see what they're selling today. It's a Hachiban belt. I don't really need that. Yeah, I don't need this. Also, I just remembered. I need to give Akechi his team glasses. I completely forgot about that. Let's see, where is it? Hip glasses. Somewhere around here. Sevens. Come on, you're around here somewhere. I've seen it. Let's see. God, I have so much crap. So much junk. What was it? What was it even called? Okay, it was team glasses. Team glasses, team glasses. Here we go, team glasses. Perfect. And that means everyone's got a pair. And we have one pair extra for some reason. Not entirely sure why. And right over here, we can place down the Kumade. Perfect. I don't think there's any other things that I can place. I mean, I can replace the chocolate fountain with a nude statue, but considering that everyone is going to be here to meet up in the hideout, I feel like a chocolate fountain would be, you know, more appropriate if anyone wants to eat anything. I'm thinking way too much about decorating, as it has really no effect on anything. Anyway, Sojiro, I'm going to talk to you today.
Thanks.
Thanks. I'm letting you handle today's curry. Sorry, we're closed for. Sojiro Sakura, I presume. Our apologies for coming in late. We're investigators from the Domestic Affairs Court. We received a report that one of your customers was assaulted by the probationer residing here. Moreover, this report stated that you are abusing your child, Futaba-san. No, we didn't make it. Uncle sent his report to the police before we could make him have a change of heart. However, the enormity of the report has led us to question the validity of its content. May we have a word? Fine by me. I've got nothing to hide. Please, take a seat. I think it's best if I stay here too. So you're telling me the report was falsified?
Yeah.
It's true that Futaba was living as a shut-in, but she overcame that weakness under her own power. And I would never abuse her. She's like a daughter to me. And what about the assault claim? His criminal record points to a history of such violence.
That's not true.
You're wrong. The kid never laid a finger on that guy. He just stood in the way to try and protect Futaba. To be honest, Kayaba-kun, we looked into your current reputation at the school, and it seems there have been no issues whatsoever. Now then, it's our job to make sure children like you are safe. How is it, living with Sakura-san? Please, you can speak honestly. I mean, it's great. We had a rough patch at the beginning, but we get along just fine. Well, there you have it. And what do you think, Futaba-san? I'm okay. I couldn't go out for a while, but everyone helped me get better. I'm not afraid anymore. That's why I'm really happy living with my dad.
Futaba.
Futaba. I see. It's quite obvious there was no truth to the report we received. I don't think we'll need to schedule any additional check-ins for Kayaba-kun either. Are you sure about this? They wouldn't have been able to answer so genuinely if they were trying to trick us. Besides, meeting them only served to reaffirm my suspicions. These children are the real victims here. The truth of these things will be clearer to you once you're a little more experienced. Anyway, thank you for your cooperation. We'll see ourselves out. Who would have thought? We actually met some decent adults for a change. Oh, of course, you're a decent adult too, Sojiro. I'm just not used to finding outside help from adults. Sojiro! We did it! Is it Sojiro? You have a great daughter. It's not just her, idiot. There's another pretty important person living here, too. Yeah. He's talking about you, you say? Oh, come on, man. You're making me tear up. It's 'cause you punks had to go and say all that cheesy stuff. It wasn't cheesy. It was the truth. Anyways, I hunger. Give me some curry. Heh, so much for the sentimental moment. Alright, sit your butts down. This is where you two belong. Come on, Yusei, it's time to eat. Oh, Sojiro. I finally cracked into that heart of yours. Who am I kidding? You cracked into mine as well. Curry Tips allows you to make curry that moderately restores SP to all allies.
All right.
Man, I can make some damn good curry. Oh, and, Futaba. Well, you said before, when you called me your dad. Do you, think you could say that again? Sorry, I didn't catch that. My stomach was too grumbly. What'd you say?
Never mind.
Those two. They're quite a couple. Well, guys, we got one more rank left with Sojiro, and I'll be honest, I actually kind of want to do it today, in fact, because this is the day we're supposed to do it. However, before we do that, of course, we need to hang out with who we're going to hang out with in the afternoon, and that was a terrible sentence, I know, and that is the wrong place, I know. It is actually Rooftop, because we're hanging out with Haru. Hello there, Haru. Let's get down and dirty and raise us some plants.
Oh, you say hello. What are your thoughts on this flower bed? I brought it here in hopes of doing some serious gardening.
Wow, she's so diligent. Harvesting vegetables. Once planted, vegetables will be able to be harvested in a few days. The number of days needed for a vegetable to grow depends on the species. I'm getting flashbacks to Persona 4.
Let me know if you'd like me to grow any vegetables. So, what will it be today?
I'm here to hang out.
Huh? At a time like this? Is this perhaps part of your grand infiltration strategy?
It's a secret.
You make it sound like it's really important. I suppose relaxation is pretty vital at times like these. My apologies, I'm quite busy taking care of the planters. It takes some time for someone as clumsy as me.
Feel like my bond will grow stronger soon. I'll help you out.
So you'll help me? Well, if you insist. Wow, Yusei-kun, you're quite skilled. The soil here would be so healthy if you were here more often.
Comes with experience. I do actually have a bit of experience with gardening. Helped out my grandparents back in the day.
Honestly, I'm surprised that my gardening can be of use to our work as phantom thieves. This started as just a hobby, so it's amazing to see it transform into a more practical skill.
Wonder if you're interested in making a career out of it.
Beyond this, I've actually begun raising plants of my own at home. Coffee beans.
Coffee? What? You opening a cafe?
Would you come if I was?
I mean, I've had Sojiro's coffee, so it needs to be pretty damn good coffee.
I mean, doesn't this idea of a boutique cafe sound lovely? Anyway, I recently discovered the joy in the taste and aroma of coffee. I used to think it was purely bitter, but now I understand the depth of its flavor. To tell you the truth, I wasn't even able to drink it before. Oh, pardon me, I was just thinking back on the past. Can I share with you again? As I mentioned before, I cannot bring myself to trust any of the employees at Okamura Foods. For as long as I can remember, the company has been run by my father. Being liked by him was always very important. Some employees would even come to
ingratiate themselves to me. Ingratiate themselves to me. Got there eventually.
But since his passing, things have gotten unruly. Most evidently, people have started trying to use my influence as majority shareholder to oust other employees. They say they could come to me out of respect, but I know they really just want to use me. I've heard so many rumors. The worst ones are about Takakura-san, the new president. They say he was thrilled to hear my father passed. There may be truth to that, though. He's been with the company for years, but has only started being nice to me recently. He even offered to assist me with asset management. I fear he has an ulterior motive, though.
Yeah, you're pretty sharp to be thinking stuff like that. He sounds suspicious.
Yes, I cannot help but wonder about him. He even went as far as to recommend I sell my shares the other day. He said I could make a fortune. But I realized that if I did so, he would be able to strike the Okamura name completely. Takakura-san must be scheming to take the company for himself. At least, it's possible.
Yeah, this is a complex issue. I'm not the best when it comes to business.
Indeed it is. None of the advice I've gotten so far has been helpful either. Everyone only speaks out of their own self-interest.
Yes.
Thank you for today, though. I feel a little better after talking about this with you. Oh, and don't worry, I'll make sure I keep myself motivated even through these difficult times.
Damn, Haru. You always try to put on a smile for everyone else's sake. Don't go forgetting your own, you know?
Right.
I'm going to stay here a little longer to check the drainage. I need to make sure these vegetables turn out as good as possible for the phantom thieves.
Goodbye.
Well, see you later.
I'm just worried she's gonna keep it all bottled inside and it's just gonna pop. I mean, she talks to me occasionally, so some of it can leak out, but I don't know. I think she needs to go a little bit even further when it comes to talking about her problems. But it is a complex issue, so I don't know.
Ah, you're back.
Do you think the culprit could be someone at school?
That seems somewhat sudden.
I mean, didn't they find a calling card in the Principal Kobayakawa's office? I thought you had suggested that idea yourself, Yusuke.
That was just a generalization.
But if Mako-chan noticed what was going on with you guys, somebody else might have too. So you think that somebody else is trying to frame us? What's gotten into you so suddenly? Nothing has gotten into me. I just think there's a chance the culprit is related to Shujin.
I don't think so. What is all of this about? It's too soon to be jumping to conclusions like this.
Well, I was hoping to hear a professional opinion on the matter. What are your thoughts, Akechi-kun? The possibility is not zero, but it does seem a bit unlikely. How so?
A normal person would never do such a thing. They would have no reason to callously murder your principal.
And what if they weren't normal?
Are you implying that you'd kill for the sheer pleasure of it?
No, not like that. What I mean is, you need certain special abilities to navigate through that world, yes?
Ah, so you're saying the culprit is a persona user?
Yes.
I see. How perceptive.
Truthfully, I was considering that possibility myself.
But it is still difficult to think they have ties to Shujin Academy.
Why?
There would be no such motive for them to carry out such a cruel plot. Clearly, our culprit is acting behind the scenes to accomplish such grand objective. He likely has accomplices. It is even possible that he is being controlled by someone. Controlled by whom? If we knew that, I do not think we would be in this much trouble.
I see. So even someone like you doesn't know Akechi-kun.
Looks like our genius detective's not so much of a genius after all.
Harsh as always. If there is one thing I know, it is that the culprit behind all of this is extremely shrewd. But don't worry, I will catch him no matter what it takes.
I'm looking forward to that.
More importantly, we need to focus on changing Sai-san's heart for the time being. If we cannot do that, everything we would have done will be for naught. We absolutely must succeed here. He's right. If we get caught now, all our hard work will amount to nothing. We really have to pull this off.
Yeah, I hear you. Aren't you bored? You've got some time. Don't worry, Sojiro. I got time. You have any plans tonight? Hang out with me for a bit, will you? Sure thing. I'm going to the church with Futaba. Sorry, but you're coming along too. The church? For what?
We're going to visit Wakaba's grave.
I figured that'd be the reason.
All right then.
We're leaving soon. Get ready in 3 minutes.
Yes, sir.
I always think about Wakaba on the anniversary of her death, but it's been a while since I visited. I've been so busy with the shop and all. No, that's not it. The guilt is what kept me from coming. I thought Wakaba would be angry with me. But now that I managed to get Futaba over here, I can finally meet her with my head held high.
Damn right, old man.
I sure kept her waiting. But it felt good to tell her about how much Futaba's improved lately. Oh, I told her about you, too.
Oh yeah? What'd you tell her? Hopefully some good things. I really don't want her to incite her wrath, because she feels like she's like her daughter's with a delinquent or something. But, thank you.
Idiot. I should be the one thanking you. This is the first time the four of us are all together.
Yep. Like a big old happy family.
Sojiro, what are you smirking for?
This is what my real smile looks like.
I approve.
Yeah, that's good on you. Just try it more often.
Oh, I have some news.
Yeah?
The family court gave me a call the other day. Futaba's uncle decided to retract his report. It was because of you, wasn't it?
Ah, you know me. I'm a bit of a trickster.
I wonder if the day will come that she goes out to be someone's bride. I'm sure she'll make a fine lady either way. After all, she is Wakaba's daughter.
Yeah, you're right.
Do all fathers have to go through this anxiety?
Ho 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 ho, buddy, you have no idea. You signed up for this, Sojiro, and you're gonna have to follow through with it. I'll be there to help you, though.
You know, I really just wanted to have you help out at the store. But you showed me so much more. You showed me I have a family I need to protect. Not just Futaba, but you, too. I may not always be reliable, but feel free to come to me if anything happens.
God, don't make me tear up 2 times in one episode, Sojiro, Jesus.
I'll be there for you, as family.
And I, you.
And, I know. I'll teach you everything I can. You're a full-fledged man now. That might not be enough to return the favor, but it's all I can do.
And that will be plenty. I feel a strong bond with Sojiro.
I am thou, thou art I. Thou hast turned a vow into a blood oath. Thy bond shall become the wings of rebellion and break the yoke of thy heart. Thou hast awakened to the ultimate secret of the Hierophant, granting thee infinite power.
Man, Sojiro, you are honest to God one of my favorite relationships during the course of this game. Not even in just your confidant, but also out of the confidant just during the main story. Yeah, it's certainly been a big change from where we started to where we are now. Also, I can make some damn good curry, so you know that's a plus.
All right. All right.
Fusion unlocked. You can now fuse Koryu, the most powerful persona of the Hierophant Arcana.
Oh, and, could you not, you know, get with Futaba?
Yeah, don't worry, you don't need to worry about that. Yeah, she's more like a sister to me anyway. Just let her down easy, you know?
I can't imagine you calling me father. Although, maybe it wouldn't be so bad.
No. I'm good. I already kind of with someone, and I'm not a player like you, Sotaro, okay? Don't lump me in with the way that you hang out with women.
What are you two talking about?
Nothing.
Nothing?
I hunger. Curry time!
Yeah. Let's go home.
Sure thing. Old man. Maybe in a different time, in a different place, we would have gone on with Futaba. I mean, we're still working on her confidence, so never say never. But we're actually going to start ending off the episode right now.
Hello?
As Yusuke comes up to us and says, Hey Yusuke, how you doing? What are your plans after school? Our deadlines it's approaching. Why don't we go to the palace today? Yeah, not yet, we're good. It's fine. I see. I won't press you. However, our opponent is serious too. We have to do something. We can't fail this no matter what. Please bear that in mind. Don't worry, I got it. With the amount of support we have at this point, hopefully we'll be able to get through with little to no trouble.
You have your notes?
Last time we talked about how court trials work. Today we'll be learning about... What, you're asking if the Phantom Thieves could be given a trial if they are caught? Ah, jeez, of course they would! All they would need is to do is prove a link between the deaths and their activities. In short, they would be put on trial for murder. Hey, Kayaba! Yes, sir?
You know it, right?
Do you know what age you have to be in order to listen in on a trial? To listen in on a trial? It's 0, isn't it? I don't think there was a restriction.
Exactly.
That's right. There's no age restriction to watch trials. They're open to the public, save for juvenile crimes. In other words, you can go see one yourselves. Well, I imagine the visitors' seats will be full in the Phantom Thieves if they were to be put to trial. Everyone is dying to know who exactly the culprits are and how they did it. Yeah, I bet they wouldn't like to know. I'm not even sure how the public would react if they knew. It'd probably be a bit of a shock.
All right.
However, their method and how it connects to the murder must be proven in order to sentence them. The methods the Phantom Thieves use far exceed human knowledge. I'd imagine in order to prove it, they'd have to catch them in the act. Yeah, we already had one detective who caught us in the act. I don't think we need another. Well, this certainly was a long episode, but it was worth it. And I'm glad with the way that we ended it. Me and Sojiro are such bros. Anyway, if you like this episode, remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, all of that fun stuff that I keep on telling you to do. And on the next episode of Let's Play Persona 5, we still got some more social links that we need to do. See you guys then.